What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today. This is a new show that we're going to be reviewing, you guys. This is Harlem. This is season 2, and it is episode 1. Episode is titled Backsies, right? And this is on Amazon Prime, you guys. So I have binge watched Harlem last week before season 2 premiered. Fell in love with this, so we're gonna try it out on the channel and see. We'll see how it does on the channel, right? But before we get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel, ask you guys, I think I'm gonna stop saying that, but I'm gonna say it in this one. If you guys are watching this video or any other, and you guys aren't subscribed, actually, I won't say it. If you guys aren't subscribed, you aren't subscribed. Like the video, if you can thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you wanna do. Subscribe to, you can subscribe or not subscribe. It is what it is at this point. But with that out the way, without further ado, let's talk about Harlem, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, it opens up and we see Camille. So Camille is teaching, and I was like, I wonder if we're gonna because we see her teaching her anthropology class, and I was like, but she went to Dr. Pruitt last season drunk with Quinn and quit her job. So then we started seeing flashbacks. So season 1 ended with Camille and Ian, locking lips with each other, and Mira came out with her dress and saw them kissing, right? So when Mira came down the stairs, and then she was talking to Camille and to Ian. She was basically trying to say to Ian, like, oh my God, you're not supposed to see the bride in a dress before the wedding. But then she was like, wait a minute. Why am I sitting here pretending like I didn't just see my fiance and his ex kissing? I was like, exactly, Mira. I love the fact that Mira basically read the entire hell out of Camille and Ian, because Camille and Ian, janky situation, right? So Mira also let them know that. So last season, when they were at their friend's engagement party, remember, they kissed, she kissed him, he didn't push back, right? And Mira had came out. So Mira actually saw them last time, but she thought that, it was just a one-time thing or something like that, and she could just kind of basically, I guess, gloss over and move past it, but nope. So Camille eventually left, and then we see Camille, she's walking outside with Quinn. So Quinn is telling Camille that Mira got her this 75 question with this person, with an editor over at Vogue, and then Camille just breaks out crying. And I'm like, do I think Camille is a terrible person? I don't think that Camille is a terrible person. I think Camille is, which like all humans, we're flawed, right? With Camille, I don't know how, Camille. There's a lot with Camille. And I think the biggest issue with Camille is that Camille had planned her life out a certain way, and certain things didn't go the way that she planned it, right? But let's pause here and move forward. So next up, we move over to Angie. So Angie went over to Eric's crib, and she was like, I came with, wine, this and this and that, right? She's ready to have sex with Eric, and Eric is like, excuse me, you just got the play shut down, even though that play was terrible. When Ty, Camille, and Quinn went to that Get Out play, that was horrible. So he's not in the mood because he ain't got no job, and he can't get it up because, she basically messed the shit up, right, by writing to Jordan Peele, and Jordan Peele sending that cease and desist to them. Yikes. But I'm glad that they got rid of that play. Sorry, Angie, that play was horrible. So then we see the girls, so they're out at brunch, right? So Camille, she's talking about her issues with Ian. Then we got Ty talking about her issues with Brandon. And Angie, per usual, Angie is talking about Vin Diesel. I'm like, this is not real, right? And they were like, typical Angie, right? So Camille is starting to come back to her senses, and she was like, wait a minute. I feel like I quit my job last night. Yep, you absolutely quit your job under the advice of a drunk Quinn who is, ugh. You know, I wonder if we're gonna talk about her mother this season because her mother, played by Jasmine Guy, she's a handful, and I just don't know if I would want a mother like that. Like, I mean, I get that the woman has to pay for a lot of stuff for Quinn, but damn, girl, when your daughter told you she was unhappy in her job, never mind. So Camille is like, you know what? I need to call Dr. Pruitt and, try to get my job back, get takesy backsies. I'm like, Camille, you know Dr. Pruitt doesn't really like you that well, right? Dr. Pruitt don't see it for you. So they got up from brunch and they went to the nail shop. So while they're at the nail shop, you guys know Quinn is getting ready to go on her first date with Isabella. She says she's getting ready to go on her first, what did she call it? And it was something. She instead of her saying her first girl date, she just has to Quinn it up. So she's overthinking everything because she's thinking about sex. She's thinking about this. I'm like, Quinn, just get out your head, right? So actually, on their way to the nail shop, there was this guy on the street who basically was like telling Angie, like, I can tell you your future for $5. Angie said, I can tell you what it is too. I'm not giving you my $5. You ain't getting it. So he told her she's gonna meet one of the finest men in New York City, have sex with him, and her luck. She's gonna have good luck. I was like, really? That's the fortune? Okay, sir. So then the guy comes out to give her a massage, and she was in love with him immediately, right? So while they're talking, Angie done dipped out on all of them, and she texts them, and she and the dude are going back to her home to have sex. I was like, well, I be damned. So Camille got a text from Dr. Pruitt to tell her she got 10 minutes for her. Can't put up on my fingers, but Camille got a text from Dr. Pruitt saying you got 10 minutes. Come to my house because unfortunately, you know where I stay. I was like, Dr. Pruitt does not see it for Camille, but let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So we see Camille as Camille has gone over to Dr. Pruitt's house, right? So Jameson texted her and asked her where she was, and she sent him a thumbs up. I was like, what? So she was talking to Dr. Pruitt, and she was telling Dr. Pruitt, she wants to retract her resignation. I'm kind of glad that Dr. Pruitt told her she'll think it over, right? I mean, in a drunken stupor, I don't think I would ever be bold enough to go quit my job. And I've been plenty of drunk with some of my bosses before, and these are jobs that I hated, and I ain't never said I want to quit to the boss. So we see Quinn and we see Ty. So Quinn and Ty went to a sex shop, and there was a lot of stuff in there that I was like, oh wow, what is this? And then when Quinn and Ty went up to the counter to check out, Quinn had purchased over $4,000 in sex toys. I was like, wow, that's a lot of money for sex toys. So we see Angie. So Angie and old boy, they had sex. He putting his clothes on. They had sex again. Then, after she was getting ready to leave, she walks by and see his roommate working out. This fool pretends to be her own twin sister, telling the man, my twin sister would love you. And the dude that she just had sex with was like, you didn't mention nothing about a twin sister. She says, I did. You need to learn how to listen to women better. I was like, oh my God. I love the fact that Angie is so sex positive. I really do love that about her. But I mean, the only question I've been wondering, like, Angie, do you be using condoms? Because you have a lot of sex. You have a lot of sex. You had sex with the man in the Uber. You had sex with Eric. This guy, his roommate. Angie be getting it in, and I love, again, I love the fact that Angie is so sex positive, but I just be wondering, does she be using condoms? So let's pause here and I move forward, you guys. So next up we see Camille. So Camille went by Ian's mom's place, and his aunt Tammy came out there, right, and basically was like, I just bought this dress for no reason because of your home wrecking ass. And she was like, you know, and his mama, she's out there, she's talking to all of the family members that have come from out of town, right? And, you know, Camille says that, you know, his mom knew she was coming over there, right? So they went inside and Aunt Tammy said, called her, she told him that the home wrecker is here, right? Now, Aunt Tammy did ask her, like, why my nephew over in Jameson? I was like, not Aunt Tammy is asking her why. It was funny to me, right? So we see Ty. So Ty, she's called Camille as Camille was leaving because Ty she was walking and she went to this store and there were dogs in there, right? So she wanted to know if she should get a dog. And Camille basically was just lecturing to her. She's like, I don't need the lecture. It's either yes or no. But basically Camille told her, you know, it's a dog. It's like a human. You're gonna have to take care of it. On top of having to take care of yourself, you're gonna have to take care of something else, right? So then Camille is talking about, you know, she made things right with Ian's mom. Ian's mom didn't really want him to marry Mira, but she was hoping that Camille would do something before the wedding and all the people showed up, right? So then, you know, so she said she's made everything right with everyone except for Mira, who was behind her. And, you know, she apologized to Mira and Mira told Camille, you know what you can do for me? She said, what is that? She said, fuck off. I was like, damn, not fuck off. So we see Camille. So Camille went back over to Dr. Pruitt's house, right? So she told Dr. Pruitt that she wants to re-quit, right? Because she wants to continue and teach. She wants to teach for the summer, but after the summer, she's out. And I was like, okay, I hope you got a plan B because you broke. And I hope you got a plan B, Camille. So we see Quinn and Isabella. They went back to, you know, Quinn's place and, you know, they were about to have sex and they went to the bedroom and Quinn pulled out all of those sex toys. And I was like, how many dicks do you need? I mean, it was one dick attached to some panties. Then it was a dick that extended. I was like, oh my God, like, how much is enough? It was a lot of dicks. A lot of dicks. So I want to pause here and wrap up the episode, you guys. This fool, Angie, went back over to the place, right? Old boy is getting ready to leave. He said, damn, you even find it in your sister. I was like, are y'all that stupid to not realize that this is Quinn? Not Quinn, but Angie, just with she is still the exact same Angie. Like she ain't acting no different. So the friend left that she had sex with, the other one, he is still just as stupid to not realize that she's not a twin. So she had to eventually tell him, I ain't no damn twin. I was like, God, how dumb can you be? I mean, I know she said that they were identical, but come on now. Even identical twins have different personalities. And this personality is the same personality that you've met previously, right? So then we see Ty, right? So Ty went to this well, it wasn't a botanical garden, but it was a store where they sell plants, right? And what is her name? Rachel, what is her name from Half and Half? I forget what her name is. The one that played Mona. She was there, and Ty bought a cactus that she took home, and she knocked her cactus into the garbage disposal. So Camille got home, and Jameson was there, and he told her that his job that he was going to in Chicago, he ain't going. And her face was like, you say what now? I was like, Camille, your facial expression, it doesn't show happy. But that's the end of episode 1, you guys. So let's end here. If you guys are watching this video and you guys are not, nope. Like the video, you guys, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and share the video. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.